Hello students, in previous episode I have discussed about the primary knowledge about the number system. The whole world, what are the different types of numbers, what are prime number, what is real number, what are imaginary number, what are rational, irrational, different types of rational numbers, different types of irrational numbers. Today I will give you idea about the rational numbers, different types of rational numbers. See, there is a number line. If we draw, it is called a real number line, where it is 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, here -1, -2, -3, -4, etc. These are all integers. This is called positive integers, and these are called negative integers, and the value increases from left to right. Value increases from left to right, that is -3 greater than -30, because -3 is left side, -3 is right side, and 0 is 1, -1 is the largest negative integer. And where 0 is greater than any negative integer. Now you know that if there is 0 and 1, what is the middle? It is half. What is 1 and 2 middle? 1 and half. Middle of 2 and 3, 2 and half. So in this way you will get the fractions. That is all type of rational numbers. Rational numbers you come to know. If it is, suppose it is 0.1, it is 0.2, here you can identify. But how do you identify the irrational numbers on this real number line? It is a real number line. It is a real number line where two types of numbers must be there, that is rational and irrational. Both numbers must persist here. It must be consist of two types of numbers, that is rational, irrational. But up to this, whatever I have discussed, that is negative. In this way, 2 and half. In this way, for all positive, negative decimal numbers, fractions, I can get on the real number line. But if you are asked, show the number √2 on this number line, can you draw? Can you identify? No, it is not so easy. It should be shown. I must show you how you will identify the irrational numbers on a real number line. At first, before that, I will give some idea about the uh, uh, fractions and decimals. I want to give you some idea about fractions and decimals. Suppose you come to know this one I have shown you, so I erase. What are the fractions and decimals? Fractions are different types of fraction. One is proper, number two improper. Very swiftly I go through these different types of numbers. I have to recapitulate all these things. You know it very well. Proper, improper, mixed fraction, number two vulgar fraction, number five decimal fractions. I want to give you the full knowledge in details, in depth. Here proper fraction numerator is less than denominator, that is 3/2/5, and here numerator greater than denominator 7/3. Here it is a mixed fraction, that is 2 and half, 2 and 1 by 3, where 2 is the real number, where 2 is the whole number, and 1/3 is the proper fraction. Then vulgar fraction, 3 by 11. Vulgar fraction means those fractions whose denominator is always not 10, 100, 1000, 10,000, 1 lakh, not. When it is not, and it cannot be converted into 10, 100, 1000, it is not possible. So these type of, as for example, 5 by 19, 3 by 7, these type of numbers are called vulgar fraction. And decimal fractions, as for example, just opposite, 4 by 10, 35 by 100, 66, 78 by 1000, etc., etc. That is those fractions whose their denominator is 10 and 100, 1000, 1 lakh, etc. These are called decimal fractions because this can be converted into decimals very easily. So we will get some idea about proper, improper, mixed fraction, vulgar fraction, decimal fractions. Now I will go to what are the different types of decimal number. Decimal number, how you should get decimal number. Decimal number are two types. That is, one is called terminating decimal, and another is non-terminating. Non-terminating. Terminating is, as for example, 3 by 4. In this case, 3 by 4, in this case, there will have no remainder. So it is, you can write is 0.75. Here it is terminated, that is, it is divisible, completely divisible. There is no remainder. You will get 0.75. It is called terminating, and it has no division. But non-terminating decimals can be divided into recurring and non-recurring. Recurring and non-recurring. Recurring means as for example 3.58. A non-recurring and non-terminating and non-recurring, etc. What I have discussed previously, root 2, root 3, root 5, etc. These type of numbers are only irrational numbers. Other than this, up to recurring, terminating decimal, recurring decimal, all other numbers are rational numbers. Okay. So infinity, it will go to up to minus infinity. It is plus infinity, is minus infinity. Now, what are prime numbers? I will give some idea about prime numbers, decimals and prime numbers. Prime numbers are those numbers. Prime numbers are those numbers which can be which are divisible by only 1 and the number itself. That is, it has only two factors, 1 and the number itself. As for example, 2 is the only even smallest prime number. Only even smallest prime number. All other prime numbers are odd. Here it is 2. 2 can be expressed as 1 into 2. So 2 is divisible by 1 and 2 itself, etc. In this way, 2, 3, 5, 7, 9, etc. Within 1 to 100, there are 25 prime numbers. Now, what are some terms we will get: co-prime, twin prime, prime triplets, etc. Co-prime means two numbers which has no common factor other than 1. It may not be prime number. As for example, 4 and 9. 4 and 9 is a pair of co-prime number because 4's factors are 2 only and 9's factors are 3. They have no common factor. in this way. It may be also 3, 5. They have also no common factors. For twin prime means which has two prime numbers whose difference is 2. For example, 3, 5, 11, 13. In this way, you will get some. There are twin prime numbers are there, some pairs are there, and prime triplets are only one. Three prime numbers whose difference is 2. As for example, it is 3, 5, and 7 because their difference is same. Another number, I don't know whether you come to know what are perfect numbers. Do you know what is perfect numbers? If you don't know, you come here, you get some knowledge. Perfect numbers are those whose sum of all factors is equal to twice the number. As for example, 6 is the smallest perfect number because 6 all factors of 3 6 1 2 3 6. If you add them, you will get 1 plus 2 plus 3 plus 6. You will get 12. It is also 2 into 6 equal to 12. So I have told you that is perfect numbers are those whose all factors addition must tally with the twice the given perfect number. Here 6 is a perfect number. So I give some idea about the rational number to some extent. Next time I will discuss more about irrational number, rationalization of the denominator, and how you will details about the irrational number and how they are in ascending order, placed in ascending descending order, and so up to this today you will see this one if you want. I think these are very much essential knowledge. This is the primary knowledge. It is not very depth. It has no depth. What I am telling, it is a primary knowledge you have to require for class 9 and up to class 10. These are the primary knowledge. What are co-prime, twin prime, prime triplets, the perfect number, fractions, decimal. What are the different types of fractions, decimal, real number, number line. What are these? All these things. I think you will get some idea. You get some benefit from this episode. This type of explanation. I think I can give you more and more if you share it. You share it. I think you will share it. You will subscribe my channel. I will give more about this, more depth. It is only the initial stage. It is ये शुरुआत है. इसके बाद और भी देना है मेरे को. Okay, right? Next time we will meet.